Can we call PETA? Can we tag them in this? That is abuse of an animal. That's abuse.
I wonder if Andre was out there.
These people to continue to rape and
That's abuse of an animal.
USA! 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 USA!
So, Mia, was that racist?
I would definitely say at minimum that is racially coded. I mean, because there are a certain ethnic group that has alleged stereotypes of that. So I suppose that was at minimum racially coded. I mean, honestly, it was just in good taste and animal abuse. So he needs to be arrested. That was animal abuse to me. He was abusing that animal. I don't know what he was. I mean, let it take it to the judge and jury. Where's Judy? Where's
I guess
Judge
he didn't
Joe
learn.
Brown? Like, that was animal abuse to me.
He didn't get enough from the last time that he was driven out of that city. Like, he's back for part 2. That's crazy.
Oh,
Like,
y'all didn't see what happened to him? I'm about to show y'all what happened to him right now. Here's the clip. And a black guy saved him.
Go! Hey, go! Let me go! Just go! Just go! Let him go, y'all! Let him go!
Where is he from? Like, what state is he from?
Slim, you're MAGA. What's the point of this? What's the point of going to these protests and getting physically assaulted, bloody, and putting your life at risk? You muted.
What's the point of protesting regardless? Like, people put so much energy into this shit. If they would put energy into other things, I swear to God, the world would be a better place. I swear to God. But it's ridiculous, man. I mean, why would you even put your life in danger? Why would you even do that? It could be awful as, attention-seeking life we live today. Everybody wants likes. Everybody wants to be noticed some way, somehow. Going viral is the big thing. So people are doing dumb shit. I mean, shock value.
Well, you guys better save those goats because his residency is Florida. So you guys better be checking out all the farms down there to make sure he ain't doing nothing suspicious.
It'd be a good meal.
His residency is Florida.
It'd be a good meal. The Jamaicans would be waiting for them goats. Trust me.
Well, there is a reason people think that Mamdani is working with Hamas, and it's because his wife liked a post supporting Hamas. But here's a video.
Bahram Mamdani's wife, Rama Douaji, liked Instagram posts that appeared to support the October 7th attacks on Israel. Jewish Insider, an online outlet covering U.S. politics and Jewish affairs, was first to report this, and it's unclear when Douaji actually liked the photos. CBS News verified that Douaji liked a post from the Slow Factory on October 7th, 2023, showing images from the attack, and another from the People's Forum a day after the attack showing protests in New York City. Mamdani responded to the report on Friday.
My wife is the love of my life, and she's also a private person who has held no formal position on my campaign or in my city hall. I, however, was elected to represent all 8.5 million people in this city, and I believe that it's my responsibility, because of that role, to answer any questions about my thoughts and my policies and my decisions.
Mamdani has called Hamas's attack a horrific war crime, but has also criticized the Israeli government's response, often calling it genocidal.
Skeptic, can Mamdani be trusted with his wife liking posts supporting Hamas?
I mean, I feel like we agree that what Israel's doing is wrong. And at some point, you can see the other side of the coin of how it is that, look at what we're doing right now in Iran. Like, we have Israel's literally terrorizing all these nations, and we are in Iran because of Israel. Like, so the fact that there have been, like, I feel like you can have, I don't agree with Hamas, right? I don't agree with terrorist organizations, but when you're like kind of in inside of this and you have family in these areas that are being attacked by Israel, I can see how you have a counter viewpoint to it. So, and the crazy part is, like, I've seen videos of him going with, like, he was like in a Jewish temple or something, or they were like had him at a party. So I can see you being like politically standing on this side of politics. Like, these are the policies that I'm going to get behind, but I disagree personally with the way that Israel handles other nations. Like, you can kind of do both, if that makes any sense.
So Nick Shirley was also there, the guy that did the Minnesota whole thing with the daycare centers. This is what he had to say about Mandami when he was in New York.
Here in New York City, the mayor Zohar Mandami called protester Jake Lang a white supremacist, but he failed to mention that the two men who threw literal bombs at him are two Muslims, and he didn't even call them terrorists. He actually didn't even condemn that. But meanwhile, here in New York City, you also have all these people. This is the famous Canal Street. And look, now they start freaking out because I put a camera on their face. But they sell all this stuff, counterfeit goods. Meanwhile, all this madness is happening here in New York City. Nothing ever gets solved. They let criminals do whatever. Whether you say this is criminal or not, it is. They're selling fraudulent goods, not paying taxes on it. Meanwhile, you're working hard right now. But these guys are able to make loads of cash and pocket it all in their pocket without ever even having to pay tax. So then watch, as soon as I put a camera on any of these fraudsters, these scammers, watch how they just freak out. How much? Show your face? No face? How come? How come? Look, they make lots of cash. They know they're doing stuff wrong. That's why they won't show their faces here on camera. And they're making thousands of dollars. So you have a mayor who's not willing to call terrorists who are literally throwing bombs in the city of New York City. They have a bomb squad there right now checking out everything because of how bad it is. Look, how much? How much? How much? Why? What's wrong? What's wrong? You doing something wrong? See, they know they're doing stuff wrong. That's why they all freak out. No, I'm all right. Thank you, ma'am. They know they're doing stuff wrong. That's why they freak out. And you really do have a lawless New York City right now. You have a mayor who's not condemning anything. Only thing he is condemning is a protester. He's a Christian protester. You might not agree with all his tactics. I agree. Some of his tactics are a bit wild. But he calls him a white supremacist, but he won't call the terrorist. That's a little crazy.
Slim, as our resident New Yorker, what's your thoughts on what Nick Shirley had to say about New York City?
It's been like that. Like Canal Street. Bro, I'm telling you, man. I mean, excuse me, right? Here's the thing, right? If you're going to protest and you're going to try to expose something, don't do it in the area it's been going on like that. Ever since I was a kid, Canal Street has been on that level. That has nothing to do with the mayor. That shit's just New York. You know what I mean? That, like, everybody know Canal Street. That's where you get all the fake shit. Jewelry, clothes, all that shit is normal. That's like a 40-year thing. That's nothing new. So I'm totally lost on why he's even. I love that kid, but he's gonna get his ass whipped down there. He tripping right now. You know what I mean? But those people been hustling on that level for years. That's how they make their money down on Canal Street.
Well, he's a hypocrite. So, I mean, for starter, like as Slim said, I mean, that is a New York City staple. Millions of people travel from all over the world in the country to go to Canal Street. That is, and it actually helps the economy. Obviously, those particular vendors are obvious. I'm using the term vendor loosely. Those particular individuals aren't paying taxes. However, the people are taking buses, they're taking trains, they're taking Ubers. They're taking the subway, which that's taxed income. They're using their income. They're stopping. They're getting food, which again, that's taxed. That's going into the restaurant industry. That's paying somebody's wages. So for a small, why do you think New York City has left Canal Street alone? Because the amount of money that they're not paying, they're generating that threefold into the local economy. And every single San Francisco, they have their version of Canal Street. Boston has their version of Canal Street. Every single city has, especially major metropolitan area, all have these versions of, their own Canal Street. But I also think it's the biggest hypocrisy for me is when you go out into the Midwest, they have like gun bingo. Nobody's paying taxes on that. They're buying those bingo cards. They're not paying taxes on that. They're playing bingo and they're winning guns. They have meat raffles, gun bingos, and all of that stuff, which is absolutely no different than Canal Street. None of those people are paying taxes. None of that money is going back to the state, and they are winning prizes after they paid, they're paid into the pot. So, I mean, tomato at this point in time, but, don't throw stones who live in a glass house. Some of us know what the Midwest is like. Some of us have peoples out there. Like, you're being a mad hypocrite about this.
So, Mandami accused Jake Lang of being a white supremacist. So here's some clips of Jake Lang.
White Americans represent our country back.
A few inches later. A few moments later. A few minutes later.
Let's go. Let's go. Let him go, y'all. Jake, are you here?
12 seconds later.
Is that him? Is that him? Yes! Open the door! Oh my God. Drive! Oh my God. Just drive! Stop! Wait, let them go! Let them go! Hey, pull over! Hey, leave it! Get out of here! Leave it up! Get out of here! No! Y'all just let him leave! It's not working! Hey! We don't know him! Stop it! Let him out!
We got it!
Skeptic, you're on the left. The left's been attacked about protests. It's crazy all of that happened and nobody got shot.
Yeah. And the crazy part is the people that were in the car, I know the girl, she is like part of the trans community. So, and then the man that was like protecting him and saying, just let him go, was a black man. Like, this man literally speaks down on both of the communities and then was shown grace and like, I don't agree with him, but also let the man go, which is crazy. And then he's back at it again in New York. It's kind of wild. Like, also, I feel like people like that are fueled by you getting emotional with them. Like, I just feel like I wouldn't have the time for the man. Like, just ignore him. He wants attention. That's what he wants. He wants to provoke you to get angry. He says all those things, whether he believes it or not, which I'm sure he does believe it, but some people say things they don't believe just to cause you to get out of character. Like, he really makes a living from this, from having this persona. Because I do believe to a certain point, it becomes like what's cool. If you go on TikTok, the popular lives are the ones that are going at it back and forth. You've got people screaming at each other. It's like every day they don't get tired of doing this. And at some point you have to kind of like, what are we gaining from this? Like, what are we gaining from screaming at each other? To a certain point, we have to come to like this understanding, like, there has to be an answer without us necessarily having to fuel people like him.
Okay, for sure. So how do we overcome the stereotypes? Because something else happened around all of this time too. I don't know if y'all saw this, but this went viral.
Going to bomb the place! Dead to America! Dead to Trump! Allah Akbar! Allah Akbar! Allah Akbar!
And nobody beat his ass? And nobody beat his ass?
Oh my God. Sit down.
Okay, so that's the worst thing for me to see, be on a plane. I'm not gonna lie. After 9/11, I was a little nervous. So if I would have saw that, I would have jumped on it too, but I would have been a little nervous. So how do we overcome stereotypes? Because are stereotypes just a defense mechanism? Mia, I'll let you answer that.
I mean, stereotypes are a propagandist playground, right? Like, most stereotypes are just propaganda anyways, perpetuated by media, news, and all of that stuff. I mean, the average Muslim is not walking around saying something about bombs and on an airplane. I mean, those fuckers are trying to get to work too. They don't, normal people don't care. It's crazy people like that who are mentally ill, who want to get caught, who want to be filmed, who want to get their 15 minutes of fame. But I will say, I'm glad that, you know, somebody jumped on him. There's no way to escape stereotypes. Everybody has a stereotype. We're all biased. We're all implicitly biased. I mean, that Psych 101 in college tells you that we are all biased, and we're never getting rid of stereotypes. I guess the best way would be if you to not act like one when it comes to your own race, ethnicity, or religion. But other than that, you can't really get away from it. It's just mass-produced propaganda. And people eat it up, and it makes them feel better because they feel superior and elitist to the people they're looking down on.
Okay, so what do we do if we don't speak the same language? This is what Trump had to say.
He likes it. He feels very calm. We all like him, right? It helps. He's got a language. He's got a language advantage over me, because I'm not learning your damn language. I don't have time. I was okay with languages, but I'm not going to spend time learning your language. That much I won't do. Just give me a good interpreter. Interpreter, very important. And I know if somebody's good. I may not speak the language, but I know I had an interpreter recently that wasn't good, talking to a very strong person from a different part of the world. And I could tell, even though I don't speak the language, I could tell the interpreter was not good. When you go, when I give a long, flowing, beautiful sentence, and in this case, it was a woman, and she gave it in about 1/4 the time. I said, well, their language may be efficient, but it's not that efficient. And I could also tell when I have great interpreters. Interpreters are very important. You know, you have a bad interpreter. You think you're doing well? Boy, did I do a good job talking to this one or that. Was I great when I spoke to Putin today?
Slim, Mr. Racism doesn't exist. Do we need to learn each other's languages?
Hell no. I'm good, man. I mean, listen, like I said, I just got back from Colombia. I have a business out there. I have a good interpreter, a guy I do business with. So anytime we go out, he's there. If I'm, anything I need, he got me. So I believe in that. I don't have time to be learning no languages. I didn't even think I would be in this position. So for us to go around learning the language, it would be great to know it, of course, but to actually spend time learning languages because it's required or whatever, I'm not with that shit, man. I'm good.
Okay. So a rap applies. He was big when I was in high school. He had a big question for the Latino community. So, Skeptic, this one for you.